Everyone, welcome to Pithia's Prophecy Tarot. This is going to be a full moon in Libra reading, and the full moon is on the 1st of April or early morning on the 2nd, depending on where you are in the world. So let's get started. We are in Aries season. Happy birthday, Aries. And let's start with a message for Aries. What is the full moon in Libra bringing up for Aries? Ooh, okay, that one wanted to come out. King of the Darkwood Elves. Okay, authority, credibility, status. Now this is kind of like my Emperor and King of Pentacles sort of energy combined. Okay, that's what just to... Oh, wow, we've got the golden unicorn beneath that. Protector, guardian, champion. Wow, Aries. That's pretty good energy. Let's see, what is this about? Is this person going to be a protector for you? Perhaps. Yeah, this person seems like the kind of person who would be a protector, right? I don't think this person needs protection. Authority, credibility, status, and then protector. So some of you've definitely got somebody in your corner here, okay? And you're very fortunate to have this person. Could be an authority figure. Let's see, Aries. What is the message for Aries? Why is King of the Darkwood Elves there for Aries? Six of Swords. What is this? Ace of Cups. And the Page of Cups with the Four of Wands. Wow, some of you are moving towards an offer of commitment, okay, from this person. Or of course, you know, this could be your energy, okay? You could be this protector who's making an offer. But with the Page of Cups, yeah, it is an offer. It's an offer of love. And this person has a lot of credibility, okay? They could have a pretty high status. At the very least, they are, you know, they've got this financial security, they've got stability. And look at that, the Wheel of Fortune beneath it. So there's something very fortunate. And I feel like there's also money attached to this, okay? Whoever this person is, they're not broke, okay, which is nice. Like they're doing pretty well, let's say, okay? So, and with this golden unicorn, Aries, I mean, for some of you, they could see you this way as a golden unicorn, someone that they want to champion, that they want to protect, okay? But let's see, why is the Six of Swords there for Aries? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is done holding back. They may have held back in the past, okay, because it's the kind of person who probably had to be sure of their feelings. But now it feels like they're very sure. They know they want this. Let's look at the Six of Swords again. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Here they come, okay? They're making this offer of commitment to you, Aries. Wow. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. Four of Wands. Definitely some sort of solid commitment here. One more for the Ace of Cups. Page of Swords. Yeah, I think they're coming towards you, okay? This person has also recognized that you are unique. You are special. And they feel protective towards you as well. That's what I'm getting with that protector and champion, you know. This person cares about you. Let's look at the Page of Cups. Yeah, Five of Cups and one more. Six of Pentacles. So if this is someone who was confused about their feelings for you in the past, they're not anymore, okay? There is an offer of commitment coming in, and they realize that you're pretty special. You're this golden unicorn. Wow. Okay. So that's pretty good energy there, Aries. I was gonna get a card from this deck. Okay, let me get one card for this. Let me get a card for the golden unicorn actually. Why is a golden unicorn there for Aries? Teacup. Yeah, I think this person is coming towards you, right? The teacup is about getting to know each other, ease, comfort. So I think this person thinks that they have a comfortable life with you, okay? But I feel that they can provide a comfortable life too, because this King of the Darkwood Elves, he, you know, as I said, he already has credibility and status, okay? So maybe he's looking for someone similar, okay? I'm not sure, but either way, or for, you know, some of you, that's what he's offering, okay? Credibility, status, something solid, you know. Wow, it all looks very good, Aries. Okay, so let me, I mean, that's Aries. I'm going to move on to Taurus, but I just want to separate out the description cards from this deck, because I realize they're in there. Okay, and I don't know how they all got mixed up in there. Okay, I think I've got them all. Okay. So yeah, it looks very good for you, Aries. Or, you know, I hope I'm not spoiling any surprises, but it looks like this person is coming towards you. And some of you, yeah, there's a proposal on the way, okay? Okay, so that's great energy there for Aries. Let's move on to Taurus. Message for Taurus. What's the message here for Taurus? Full moon in Libra. What's the message for Taurus? The merciful one, compassion, release, relief. And we've got Queen of the Darkwood Elves. Okay. That's interesting. Queen of the Darkwood Elves with premonition, foreshadowing, and mystery. Someone could be coming towards you, Taurus, okay, asking for compassion, asking for forgiveness. And I feel like many of you may already have an idea or an inkling that this person is headed your way. Let me get a card from here. Why is this merciful one there for Taurus? Why is the merciful one there for Taurus? Why is the merciful one there for Taurus? We've got the Buttercup. Yeah, they want something new, you know, a chance for romance. Okay, and some of you can see this person coming. You kind of have a feeling, okay, maybe that they're headed your way. But with compassion, I feel this person is coming to you asking for forgiveness. It's obviously someone you know. Okay, let's see. Taurus. What's the message here for Taurus? What is the message for Taurus? Full moon in Libra. What's the message? Knight of Coins, Two of Cups, and the Page of Spears. Yeah. The Judgment. Okay. Oh, and the Devil beneath it. Okay. I'm getting that this person who's coming towards you, Taurus, asking for compassion, asking for forgiveness, maybe another chance, okay? Well, let me get a card on this Queen of the Darkwood Elves. I think that'll clarify something for me. Where's the Queen of the Darkwood Elves there? The Devil. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So I think this person is toxic, and it may be someone you've cut out from your life. We've got Capricorn, Aquarius, okay? This person, you know, with that premonition, you can see that they're coming back. I think you left them behind, or they left you behind, but they're coming back for another chance, another shot, asking for forgiveness. And it may be because they can see that you're moving towards someone you love, or a new relationship, okay? And with the Devil energy, this person may be afraid that you're moving on, leaving them behind. Let's look at this Knight of Coins. Why is it there for Taurus? The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you are freeing yourself. Why is the Knight of Coins? Or you're single, you're free, and you want to pursue love. Okay, why is the Knight of Coins there? For Taurus. With the Fool. Yeah, some of you want to, you know, you're footloose, fancy free, you're single, and this person is trying to come back because they're afraid. They're afraid that you're moving on. Let's look at the Two of Cups. Yeah, Death. And one more. King of Wands. Let me get a card on the Page of Spears. What's up there? Ace of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is someone who is fearing change. Taurus, okay. They can see that you are single, that you're done. You know, this situation is very toxic with the Devil. But you're getting ready to free yourself. You're taking action towards maybe someone that you love, okay, that is more heart-based. Either way, you want to end the toxic situation, and this person knows what you're about to do, okay, that this is coming to an end, and they're begging for forgiveness. That's what I'm getting. Like, they're begging. I think they want compassion from you. They don't want you to do this, okay? There's something like that. Let's look at this let's look at the devil. Why is that there for Taurus? The star. Yeah, I think they're very afraid that you're heading towards something else, Yeah, with the emperor. Okay, I think that's your energy. You're heading towards your goal, which is a dream relationship, and this person doesn't want you to leave them behind. That's what I'm getting. But with the devil, it is very toxic. Okay, it is toxic. Some of you are getting ready to leave a very toxic relationship behind, and that person is aware that you have maybe somewhere else you'd rather be, or with someone else you'd rather be. Okay, and they're trying to ask for your compassion, trying to hold you back. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at this Ace of Swords. Yeah, the Lovers. See, there's a choice here. Okay, they know that you're making this choice and they're asking for compassion. Let's look at death. Ace of Cups. You're going for something more heart based. Okay, and this person is trying to hold you back and keep you in something very codependent. With the devil, it's not a healthy situation. Okay, so it's probably a situation that does need to end because it's not healthy. But they're asking for your compassion at this time. Okay, now it's up to you what you want to do. But it sounds like you've decided to follow your heart, and that probably is the right thing to do here. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Taurus. Let's move on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, what is the full moon in Libra? What's the message here for Gemini? Full moon in Libra. Message for Gemini. What's the message for Gemini? The life bringer. Okay. Establishment, growth, fulfillment. And we've got the solitary. Dedication, self-love, focus. So you're thinking about growth and how you can establish something. Okay. How you can create maybe a new life or a new beginning even. There's a lot of thought going into this, Gemini. Why is the life bringer there for Gemini? Why is the life bringer? Skeleton key. Yeah, there's been a realization about something. Okay, maybe something you're trying to achieve. With corset, it's all about vanity. It's about restrictions. You've had some kind of epiphany here with the skeleton key, okay, about something that you're trying to grow, maybe, or a relationship or a new job opportunity, whatever. Okay, and there's a lot of thought going into this. Okay, let's see. Message for Gemini. What's the message here for Gemini? Full moon in Libra. Message for Gemini. What is this? Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords. And what is this? The Fool. With the Six of Coins. Okay. Gemini, someone sees the truth, the Queen of Swords here. Now that is a Gemini card. Okay, so for some of you, this is you. You see the truth that someone has been hiding something. Okay. You recognize that they want to bring something to life here, or like have a new start with the Fool, and for some of you, this is you. You're planning something new and you see the need to keep this quiet. Like, you want to take a leap of faith, but you're keeping it quiet. Okay, especially with that solitary there. You maybe the realization is that you need to keep it quiet. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Why is that? Why is the Seven of Swords there for Gemini? The Star. Yeah, you need to keep it quiet about your goals, your aspirations. Okay, Gemini. Maybe people won't support this, or you feel the need to be not honest and open about this. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Why is that there for Gemini? Queen of Swords. Yeah. This is about conquering your own demons, your own fears about going for this. Okay, maybe when it comes to moving towards this goal, there are fears and things standing in the way that you need to overcome, and maybe you feel like you don't need the pressure of other people knowing about this. Okay, at the same time, so you're keeping it quiet. Let's look at the Fool, because it is taking a leap of faith into something unknown. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. It's starting something new. For some of you, maybe you're going back to school to learn a new, something new, a new subject. and you don't want to share that with everyone, okay? You don't maybe think that they'll support you. Let's see. Why is the Seven of Swords there for Gemini? Yeah, the King of Cups. It's something very dear to your heart, and you don't want... You're being very protective of it, Gemini. You don't want to share this dream, you know, with other people. And I think that's probably the right thing to do. Let's look at that skeleton key, actually. Why is that there for Gemini? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. This is about going for it alone. You know, whatever you're trying to do here, whatever goal you're trying to achieve, you can't... It's a solo effort, okay, with that Nine of Pentacles. You need to go for it alone. You need to be confident. And I think you're trying to do that, okay? And if it's flipped, you know, it could be that you are becoming aware that somebody else is getting ready to do this, okay? For some of you, you may resonate as the person who is recognizing that someone else is keeping their dreams quiet, okay? And that they're getting ready to go off on a journey that they're not sharing with you, okay? It's a solo journey. That's what I'm getting with the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So, yeah, that's there for some people. Okay. Anything else to look at? Let's look at the star, actually. Where's the star there? Yeah, the Death card. You know, there's a lot that needs to change so that you can go and have this new beginning, right? There are things that need to end. There are changes that need to be made. And, you know, if it doesn't involve anyone else, and you just feel like you need to do this privately and on your own, so you're keeping it quiet. And for some of you, you're getting to know that someone is making changes, okay, which could impact you in order to pursue this this dream or this goal, okay? So that's what I've got for you, Gemini. And let's move on to Cancer. Cancer. What is the message here? Full moon in Libra. What's the message for Cancer? Full moon in Libra. What's the message for Cancer? The Ancient. And we've got Before the Gathering. Okay, so Before the Gathering is all about, it says celebration, anticipation, event. Okay, so everyone's expecting something, Cancer. Okay, some kind of celebration. Let's look at the Ancient. Why is it there for Cancer? Is the Ancient there for Cancer? Why is the Ancient there for Cancer? Why is the Ancient there for Cancer? Why is the Ancient there? Okay, what is this? The book. Yeah, it's like the card didn't want to come out. There's some sort of secret knowledge here, okay? And with laudanum, there's intoxication. Someone's anticipating something. It's very intoxicating, okay? They're keeping it very quiet here, okay, with this experience. Maybe they've learned to keep things quiet. This person could be very private, a little secretive. But they're really secretly excited. Cancer, this could be you, okay? Maybe you're secretly excited. You know, there's something very exciting on the way. You're keeping it to yourself. Let's see. What's the message here for Cancer? Full moon in Libra. King of Coins. Ten of Cups. And one more. Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay. With the Eight of Wands, which is fast movement. So Cancer, somebody's keeping it secret, okay? But there is some kind of long-term relationship that somebody is excited about. They can see a commitment, right? And that could be the celebration, right? Like maybe someone's proposed. Wow. Okay. And it's being kept secret at the moment. This King of Coins, Ten of Cups, Ace of Spears. Yeah, it's a long-term connection. Okay. Now let's see. Why is laudanum there for Cancer? Page of Cups. Yeah. Someone's very intoxicated. Maybe to offer this proposal to you, Cancer. Let's look at Before the Gathering. Where is that there? Eight of Wands. Yeah, this is about very swift movement towards this Page of Cups. Okay, so someone's Someone is expecting an offer of commitment. That's what I'm getting. Okay, like to move very quickly towards making an offer, and it could be this King of Coins. Okay, and with the book being shut, it's not knowledge that you have. This person has it because they've got the book open, but you've got the book shut here. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Let's look at this King of Coins. Why is that there for Cancer? Why is the King of Coins here for Cancer? Five of Wands and one more. The World. This person wants to put an end to people around you, Cancer, who could be dating, any possible competition. Okay, they want a new chapter with you. They don't want you entertaining anyone else. Let's look at that Ten of Cups. There's a Ten of Cups there for Cancer. Five of Cups and one more. Four of Swords. Yeah, this person may have had another family, or they in the past, or they're missing the absence of family in their life. Well, they're done just thinking about it. They now actively want to go for this. Okay, and so they're gonna propose quite quickly. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at this Ace of Spears, Six of Pentacles and one more. Where's the Ace of Spears there for Cancer? The Six of Cups. Wow, this could be someone you know from your past. Okay, like you could know this person. Maybe they're not an ex or anything, but it may be just someone that you knew. And they feel that you're on the same page. They could have something solid, something long term, and there's this fast movement towards an offer. Let's look at this book. Where's the book there? Ten of Swords. What? Where's the book there? Two of Cups and one more. The Lovers. Okay. So it looks like this person could be ending something with this Ten of Swords. Or maybe, look, it could be even things from the past, right? Something in their past could have ended painfully because we see them mourning the loss of this family life, right? And they're choosing you, Cancer, with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. Okay, they're choosing you, and they feel that like maybe they also feel that you'll help them get over whatever it is they're missing in their life, which is this Ten of Cups energy, and that you're someone that they can commit to. Okay, and so there's this fast movement, which with this Tower, it might even come out of the blue. Like maybe you just dated this person a little bit, and the next thing you know, they're proposing. Okay, something like that. It's going to be a bit of a shock. Let's look at the World here. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles is this person. Okay, could be strong Virgo energy, because this Ancient also reminds me of the Hermit, but it doesn't have to be. Someone with that kind of energy though. Let's look at that Five of Cups. Yeah, this person doesn't really want to be single. That's what I'm getting. Okay, they want to be. They need to be partnered up. They want to be in a family dynamic. It's something they're missing. This is not the kind of person who enjoys being single. Okay, and so they want to partner up with you. Okay, now let's look at this Lovers. Yeah, Death. They feel that you're the right choice, that you're going to bring this change into their life. They've suffered something painful in the past, and now they have a chance to have a solid commitment, a happy family life, like you're the one. Okay, and this person is really anticipating proposing to you. Okay, even if, yeah, here they are offering up that pentacle. It's even if you've just started getting to know them, like maybe they're an old friend or something, but they've already identified that you would be a good spouse. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, we got the Eight of Wands, here as well, and we have the Eight of Wands here. There is going to be very fast movement. Okay, this person might, because they don't really want to be single. They could want to move this along pretty quickly. That's what I'm getting. Okay, and you may or may not be okay with that. Okay, so that's what's coming in for Cancer. Okay, don't rush into anything if you're not ready. This person, I'm sure would be okay to wait, right? Okay, so let's see. What is the message here for Leo? Full moon in Libra. Message for Leo. What's the message for Leo? Message for Leo. Message for Leo. The Elf Queen. And we've got a figure. Okay, the Elf Queen is, it says introverted, burden, responsibility. Leo, some of you could be feeling pretty burdened, okay, weighed down, feeling very heavy, you know, with this figure, readiness, bounty, plenty. It feels like maybe some of you feel that, you know, you're lacking this energy, okay, of readiness, of bounty, and it's weighing on you. Like you feel like maybe, you know, money is hard to come by, or you're going through a lean period, something like that, or you've got a lot of bills to pay, okay, and it's burdening you. Let's look at this Elf Queen. What is that there for Leo? Why is Elf Queen there for Leo? The Waif. Yeah, I think, you know, for some of you, the Waif is all about being bewildered, okay, being a bit naive, but also being confused. Yeah, I feel some of you are confused. You know, for some of you, you could be dealing with financial responsibility, and with the Waif, you could feel unprepared. Like maybe you've always had a spouse or a partner, and they dealt with that, okay, and now you just don't know how you're going to manage, right? Something like that. There's some kind of air of finding it all too much, okay? Okay, let's see. Like you don't know how to provide your own bounty, or you're not sure, you know, maybe someone else has dealt with all that. So let's see. What's the message here for Leo? Full moon in Libra. Message for Leo. Message for Leo. King of Coins in the reverse. Then two more. Queen of Swords and Ace of Coins. Yeah, with Ace of Wands. So, I mean, with this King of Coins reversed, I mean, that's the thing. There's no financial stability, Leo. You know, or you're worried about this, okay? With the Queen of Swords, you see that things are shaky. Maybe when it comes to, you know, new opportunities or starting anew in your life with the Ace of Coins, right? Some of you could feel unprepared to do this. Okay. Let's look at the King of Coins reversed. Why is the King of Coins reversed? The World. Yeah, there's something. Commitments could be ending. That's what I'm getting. A commitment could have ended, and now you're feeling like you don't know how to handle the finances. You're wondering how you're going to get on. You know, things like that. Let's look at the King of Coins reversed again. Yeah, Six of Cups. You know, something that was that felt like home to you. Maybe you thought you'd always be with this person or this commitment, and it's over. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Yeah, I think there's, you know, there's legal matters as well now. And you need to take action here, okay, Leo. You need to, the King of Swords is all about making clear decisions, right? So some of you feel like you can't do it. Sorry, I'm just adjusting that. You may feel like you can't do this, like you can't make these decisions, okay, it's too difficult. But it's not, you can, and you can always seek help, right? Let's look at the Ace of Coins. Why is the Ace of Coins there for Leo? Full moon in Libra. Why is the Ace of Coins there for Leo? Three of Pentacles. And one more. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you, you know, when it comes to this new opportunity to be on your own, to make decisions for yourself, you are very focused on things that have happened in the past, okay? Things like that, looking at stuff that didn't work out, you know. And with the Seven of Swords, I think there is some self-deception there. Yeah, with the Five of Pentacles, I think you're selling yourself short here, Leo. You can make these decisions. You can have this new beginning for yourself. It's your insecurities trying to tell you otherwise, okay? Let's look at the Waif. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You know, it's about making investments for some of you, okay? It's about planning for your financial future and you don't feel equipped to do this, you can, okay? And for some of you, this King of Wands and the King of Swords, you can get advice. These could be advisors, okay? It's also about getting, like, if your spouse or partner used to do all the financial planning and now you feel at sea, well, you can always hire someone to do that for you, okay? You can get good quality advice. Yeah, and I feel, with that Ace of Coins, you can build your own financial stability, okay? You definitely can. We do have Frigga as well as the underlying energy, so you definitely can. We've got the Ace of Wands. Don't sell yourself short. If that's the case, you can do this, okay? So that's what I've got for you, Leo. And let's move on to Virgo. Trying to keep these short because they become really long videos, and then uploading them is quite a problem. Okay, full moon in Libra. What's the message for Virgo? Virgo, what's the message? What's the message here for Virgo? Oh, we've got the Weaver and we've got the Golden Unicorn. Wow. Fate, Destiny. Wow. So it feels like some really fated events, maybe a fated person, okay, because with that Golden Unicorn, protector, guardian, champion, there's someone fated on your path, Virgo. A fated connection. Let's look at the Weaver. Why is that there for Virgo? Clover, my gosh, luck, prosperity. Yeah, there's a chance for something new here, Virgo, with someone who is fated to be on your path. Okay, you two are being brought together. It's a fated connection. And with the Clover, I think, and the Golden Unicorn, you're not going to believe your luck in finding this person, and they're not going to believe their luck in finding you, okay? Let's look at the Weaver. King of Spears, Eight of Swords, and the World with the High Priestess. Yeah, I feel the High Priestess is more like an energy of silent manifestation, okay? Yeah, it's very weird because I've never got that energy of the High Priestess before, but I'm getting that like a silent manifestation just happening. Something destined and fortunate with this Clover and the Golden Unicorn. It's something new. It does require action being taken though, right? Like the opportunity is there. It's amazing. It's not the time to overthink this, okay? With the Eight of Swords, it's about really going for it because I feel like it's going to be an amazing, amazing opportunity, okay? And for some of you, I mean, it could play out, it could be a fated career path or whatever, right? So just take it as it applies, okay? Okay, so let's look at the King of Spears. Why is that there for Virgo? Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're not sure about this opportunity, Virgo, okay? You're not able to make a decision about it, okay? Well, I mean, it's amazing. Don't pass it up. Let's look at this Eight of Swords, Four of Swords, and one more. The Tower. Some of you are just overthinking this to death with the Four of Swords and the Tower, thinking about all the change that this might bring into your life, how it could be disruptive, but what you don't see is that this is an amazing opportunity, okay? Let's look at the World. Two of Coins and one more. The High Priestess, yeah. You know what? With the Magician, didn't I tell you that I felt a silent manifestation energy, and we now have the Magician with the High Priestess? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. This it's almost like the universe is trying to manifest this for you. And so it's like something unknown with the Priestess energy, right? You don't know that this is being manifested. And so you're overthinking it. You're thinking of all the things that could go wrong, all the disruption, blah, blah, blah. Maybe almost trying to talk yourself out of it, okay? And with this Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess, it's like the opportunity is there for this manifestation, but it still needs a decision from you to go for this. It's like, what's that saying? Like God helps those who help themselves. It's that kind of a thing. You need to make the decision here. That's what I'm getting, to go for this, okay? And then the universe will lay this on your doorstep. That's what I'm getting. So let's look at that Two of Swords. Yeah, Page of Wands. You're not sure if you should do this. Well, Virgo, you need to do this. Okay, let's look at the Tower. King of Pentacles. Yeah, maybe it's going to upend things in your life a little bit. You know, you're not sure. King of Pentacles is very stable energy, but it's also just very, what do you say? Yeah, it's stable, it's long lasting, but you know, there's a chance for something more here. That's what I'm getting. Something more, something truly fortunate with the clover and the golden unicorn. You know, it feels like lots of people have this King of Pentacles energy, but you could have something more here, something special destined for you, and it's like the universe is just waiting on you to make this choice. Let's look at the Priestess. Yeah, the world. See, it's a brand new chapter, okay, with judgment. I mean, we've got so much of energy here. This is literally the universe waiting on a decision from you, Virgo. Are you going to go for this or not? Are you going to pass up this golden opportunity, or are you going to go for this? Okay, so it's up to you, but yeah, don't pass it up. I think you'll really regret it if you do. Okay, so that's Virgo. Let's move on to Libra. Libra, what is this full moon in your sign of Libra bringing up for you? What's the message here for you? Ooh, cunning woman. I'm going to take that. Okay. And we've got the elf queen. Okay, so there's someone who's burdened with responsibility. Cunning woman, silent, observant, wily. Okay. I don't feel that that's the person who's... I almost feel like this cunning woman may be keeping an eye, observing this elf queen. Okay, let's see. Libra, what's the message here for Libra? Oh, let me get a card from here. What's the message? Oh, why is this cunning woman there for Libra? Why is the cunning woman there? Why is the cunning woman here for Libra? Full moon in Libra. Telescope. Yeah, this person's keeping an eye, Libra. Okay, they could be watching you. A silent, observant, wily person. They're definitely watching you. Let's look at that elf queen. Why is that there? Yeah, buttercup. Oh, okay. So, someone here is burdened with responsibility. There is some kind of new opportunity around this person. And then we've also got this cunning woman who's keeping an eye. Okay. Let's see. Could be a bit of a third party energy. Okay, this cunning woman could be somebody else who's... I don't know. Let's see. What is the message for Libra? Full moon in Libra. Six of Swords. Queen of Swords. And the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. So what I'm getting is this cunning woman, this Queen of Swords energy. Okay, Libra. This person recognizes that someone's moving, right? There's movement. Actually, there's movement towards this person, and this person comes with the Ten of Coins. Okay. Okay. So there's movement towards this person, but that I'm not getting that this person is the cunning woman. Actually, I'm getting that somebody sees that if they move towards this person, they get a 10 of coins. Oh gosh, okay. Let's see. So maybe this person is the elf queen. I'm going to get a card on that. Why is that elf queen there for Libra? Yeah, Four of Swords. There's a new opportunity here and someone's giving a lot of thought to it. Okay, let's look at that Six of Swords. Why is that there? The Sun. And one more. Eight of Coins. Someone feels that they can build, okay, with this person. Because this person already has financial stability attached to them. That's what I'm saying. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. Yeah, 10 of Coins. See, there's finances attached to this person, which could be you, Libra. Okay. Why is the Queen of Swords there for Libra? Six of Swords. And let's look at this 10 of Coins. 10 of Wands. And the Hierophant. With the King of Swords. Gosh. Okay. So someone's finding a commitment pretty difficult, okay? And there's movement. Okay, this is getting a little confusing, but I think this Queen of Swords energy, who now that I get these cards out does seem like the cunning woman, sees that someone wants to move, okay? And it means the end of something long term and stable for them, okay? Let's look at this telescope. Yeah, the Chariot. They can see that someone's moving on. I think it's this person with the elf queen energy, okay, who's responsible, who's thinking of something new, and someone sees that there's a new opportunity. This cunning woman energy sees that there's a new opportunity. Let's look at the Sun. Is that there for Libra? 9 of Coins. Yeah, it's clear that they want to be free, they want to move on, that they're going towards someone else, right? With the Lovers, they're choosing someone else. And they're done with their, I feel this Hierophant energy is also just a lot of responsibility and things that this person has been dealing with, okay? This cunning woman sees that this person's done with their responsibilities, okay? We've got 2 cards of movement here because we've got the Ship as well. Okay, so let's look at that cunning woman. Why is that there for Libra? King of Swords and Judgment. Yeah, so someone sees that the person who wants to move on is even going for a legal judgment, okay? That they're done with their responsibilities and maybe they're going for some sort of financial separation. That's what I'm getting, okay? So Libra, I mean, it depends who you are in this. Some of you could be, just the person that this person wants to come towards, or you could be this cunning woman who sees that this person is moving on, okay? So it just depends who you are. But either way, it just seems like they see this at this current time, but I don't know, I didn't get an energy of doing anything about it just yet, okay? But that person is wily. That was on the card, so expect some kind of strategy if that's the case, if you're the one leaving, okay? Okay, who's after Libra? Scorpio. Full moon in Libra. What's the message for Scorpio? Message for Scorpio. We've got Oath and we've got Aethling, Nobility, Grace. Yeah, so this is about some kind of promise or a commitment or a contract. Okay, and let me get a card from here. Message for Scorpio. What's the message here for Scorpio? Full moon in Libra. Message for Scorpio. We've got the Wave. Okay. Somebody, there's an energy of making a promise or a contract, but then I don't like this energy with it, the Wave, because that's like someone being very naive. Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see, what's the message here for Scorpio? What's the message for Scorpio? Full moon in Libra. Judgment, King of Cups, and the 7 of Coins with the Ace of Swords. Okay. So there's a recognition that someone's in love. Scorpio, now this is you. Okay, that's the King of Cups energy. And with the 7 of Coins, it's about thinking about this, trying to figure out what to do. With Judgment here, this could be someone from your past. Okay. There's a recognition that someone's in love. Okay, let's see. Where's the Oath there? Where's the Oath there for Scorpio? The Hanged Man. Yeah, someone's seeing a connection or a pledge differently. Okay, a contract. Let's look at the Wave. Why is that there? Where's the Wave there? The Tower. And one more. The King of Cups. Yeah, I think the fact that someone's in love, that they have a choice, that's come as a shock, okay? And with the Wave could be an energy of not being aware, like being naive, or not realizing that this person was in love or that there was someone else, okay? But the wave can also be a Queen of Cups energy, you know. So it could also represent the person that this person wants to move towards, or who wants, you know, that this King of Cups is in love with. But let's see, why is Eitling there? The Hermit. I feel that's the energy of the King of Cups, who's focused on what they want, right? Let's look at the Palm. Yeah, Ace of Coins. So there's a new opportunity for this person, and they want to go back to, they want to reconnect maybe with someone from their past, and they're putting a lot of thought into this, okay? And somehow there is a contract that is maybe in the way. Or maybe this person is just thinking of committing to someone from their past, okay? Let's look at Judgment. Three of Swords reversed, and one more. Why is Judgment there for Scorpio? Oof, okay. Knight of Swords and the Two of Cups with the Emperor. So I'm getting, Scorpio, that for some of you, now this could be your energy, this King of Cups. You could have hurt this person in the past, okay, and you want to fix it with the Three of Swords reversed. You said something very harsh. It had to do with your feelings for this person. So maybe you even said that you didn't like them or you didn't love them. Something like this, okay. And with this Hermit and the Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit has turned his back on the Ace of Pentacles. So maybe that's what you did in the past. Like, you turned your back on this opportunity. You hurt this person. You could have told them you didn't care about them. Something like this, okay. And now you feel differently about it, okay. And maybe now you want to commit towards this person. Let's look at this King of Cups. Why is it there for Scorpio? Why is the King of Cups there for Scorpio? Eight of Cups, yeah. You're leaving. Let's look at this. Oh, Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's a need to leave all this mind games and manipulations aside, okay. It's time to really act on your feelings, Scorpio, okay. I think you've played some mind games with this person, you know, and with the wave, maybe they were completely innocent, like they weren't playing any games with you, but maybe you thought they were, okay, and that brought about a lot of strategy and mind games from you, and it's something you have to leave behind now. That's a Seven of Coins there. Why is that there for Scorpio? The Moon. Yeah, you're thinking about all the things that were left unsaid between the two of you, okay. You need to give this person clarity. You need to speak up. Enough with the mind games. I feel like this is something that was probably put on your path. Like maybe you were even destined to be with this person, but you could have talked yourself out of it, you know, or you did something here that left this connection in the past, and you're now having a realization that, you know, with the Tower, that you hurt yourself here. Let's look at the Tower. Why is that there? Yeah, Three of Cups. You know, it's this person, you could have friend zoned this person, okay. That's what I'm getting, because I feel like you said something harsh about feelings here. So some of you friend zoned this person, okay. And I'm getting another distinct message, which is someone could be coming to an idea about this King of Cups, that they are moving towards someone that they are in love with, and that could be a third party, okay, and that they feel differently about their existing pledge or contract, okay. Like, you know, like maybe this King of Cups has promised to marry someone or something, and they now want to go another direction, okay. So that's a different message for some of you. But for many of you, I'm just getting that you really did play some mind games with this person, and there's an awareness that whatever you thought they were guilty of, they're not, okay. They're not. They were innocent. And so now you're trying to go back with the Ace of Swords. You want to be honest and you want to try to repair this, okay. So that's what I've got for you. There's two different stories. So that is Scorpio, and let's move on to Sagittarius. Okay, Sag, what's the message? Full moon in Libra, message for Sagittarius. What's the message for Sagittarius? Full moon in Libra. We've got Soulkin. Okay, and we've got the Yule Singer, rebirth. So somebody could be wanting a rebirth. Or this could be your energy, okay, which is very joyful, right? You could be spending time with friends or friends who are like family. with your little tribe. Let's look at Soulkin. Why is that there for Sag? Teacup. Yeah, it's about having fun with friends, just enjoying yourself, really. Okay. Maybe after a period of restraint with the buckle, times that were tough. There's now an energy of rebirth and feasting and enjoying yourself. Okay. Okay, that's great. Let's look at Sag. What's the message here for Sag? Full moon in Libra. What's the message for Sag? Sagittarius. What's the message? Message for Sagittarius. Knight of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. And one more. The Tower. Wow, with the Two of Cups. Some of you have, holding back from love at this time as well. I'm getting that. Like just hanging out with friends, enjoying yourself. Okay. Knight of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. But someone, it could be coming towards you, okay, to speak up. And with that rebirth energy, it could be someone seeking to reconnect with you. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like some fated event, okay? And with the Tower as well, it's completely out of your control. Some of you could be just getting to hear about something, right? Maybe that someone has feelings for you, because we do have the Two of Cups, or this person is approaching you, okay? Let's look at Soulkin. Where is that there for Sag? The Star. Wow. This person, could be seeing you this way with Soulkin and the Star, like someone, like a real soulmate. We do have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So maybe even someone you knew from a while back. They've never forgotten you, Sag, okay? With the Star energy, I feel like you are, you really, oh gosh, did I show the Star out there? Yeah, you're just very out there, you're visible, you're having a great time, and this person could be approaching you. Let's look at the Knight of Swords. Where is that there for Sag? Temperance, here you are, they're coming towards you. And the Page of Wands. This person could be approaching you, okay? Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. King of Swords. We have strong Aquarius energy as well. And the Five of Wands. Yeah, if this is someone that you'd had some kind of falling out with in the past, they're very clear that they want to change things, okay? Or if you didn't have a falling out, maybe they just didn't do anything before, okay? There were like a lot of people around you, and this person may not have come forward to speak up, right? But with the Tower, it's happening now. Let's look at the Tower. Four of Cups reversed, yeah. They're, this is a big change of heart. Let's look at the Tower. Knight of Wands, here you are, With the Six of Wands, this person sees you getting a lot of attention. That's what I'm getting with that Six of Wands. And the Star energy, they see you having a good time as well, okay? And maybe they don't like it. Like, maybe they don't want to see a lot of people around you, admirers. With this Four of Cups reversed and the Knight of Wands, they want to move quickly on something that maybe they didn't make the effort, before with the Four of Cups reversed. It's like almost not feeling bothered, right? And that is what's being blown up. Now they wish to come towards you. And they see you getting a lot of attention. That's what I'm getting, okay? Okay, let's look at this Temperance. Well, let's look at this buckle. What is this buckle? Why is the buckle there? For Sag. Nine of Swords. For some of you, this person had to conquer their fears, okay? And this buckle relates to restrictions around them. Could be baggage, right? Because we do have the Four of Coins beneath this Two of Cups. So this person was holding back their fears, their baggage could have kept them from coming towards you in the past. Maybe they thought that you have a lot of suitors and you're not going to pick them, right? And it's something that they really want to, reconnect with you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Let's look at Temperance. Yeah, Ace of Coins. They want a new opportunity with you. Let's look at that Five of Wands, Six of Wands. Yeah, I think this person sees you getting a lot of attention and having a lot of admirers. Okay, let's look at that Knight of Wands. Judgment. Yeah, for some of you, they may have even judged you unfairly because you're so visible, because you're out there, because you're having fun. They could have judged you as someone who wouldn't be good relationship material, okay, for some of you. They may have thought you'd be flighty, right? And you were bound to reject them sooner rather than later, something like this. But now they recognize that there's love there, and with that soul kin, that you're a soul mate, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And so with a teacup, they could even be coming towards you, trying to initiate some kind of contact. This person is coming to shake things up in your life. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so watch out for them. Okay, so that's Sag, and let's move on to who's next? Capricorn. So we've got Capricorn, then we've got Aquarius and Pisces. Okay, Capricorn, what is the full moon in Libra bringing up for you? Capricorn, what's the full moon in Libra bringing up for my Capricorns? What's the full moon in Libra bringing up? What's the message here for Capricorn? Full moon in Libra. Got Soulkin again. And the Yule Singer. Are you kidding? Okay, I'm going to put that back because it seems very much like the Sag message. So I'm just going to keep shuffling a little bit more. Okay, an Eighthling fell out. And we've got Astral. Love, fire, sensuality. Okay. Eighthling, nobility, grace, gratitude. So there's a new opportunity, okay, for love here. Let's look at Eighthling. Why is that there for Capricorn? Invitation, wow, with the coffin. So Capricorn, for some of you, there's already been an ending in your life, and now there's a chance for something new, maybe, okay. You're going to get invited to something. Wow. If you get an invitation to go for some event, probably you should put yourself out there, okay? Because that could be where this new opportunity pops up, like where you least expect it. Oh my gosh, I don't know why, for one or two of you, it could happen at a funeral, okay? Like, that's so weird, okay. Capricorn, what's the message here for Capricorn? Okay, what's the message? Full moon in Libra, message for Capricorn. Six of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Swords with the Chariot. Yeah. So it's about moving on. With the Hanged Man, things could have been stagnant, okay, and there's been slow movement. Six of Swords is already wanting to move on from a situation, with the Hanged Man seeing that situation differently. And maybe seeing that maybe even feeling differently about ending a situation, okay? With that coffin, for some of you, it could involve ending a situation to have a new, to have a new opportunity. Okay, let's see. Just saw the Ten of Swords at the back of this deck, okay. Let's look at this Eighthling, nobility, grace. What is that? What is that about? Oh, these cards, some of them are flipped over. Okay, why is Eighthling there for Capricorn? Five of Cups. Where is the invitation there? Nine of Wands. Some of you could be wanting to leave someone behind, or this is someone wanting to, leave you behind, okay, whichever way it goes. And they may even have done that, okay, but with the Hanged Man, they're seeing that situation differently. There's regret now for letting this person go, and they kind of wish that maybe there's an invitation being sent to, like, try to get this person to hang on to a situation, okay, that they wanted to leave. Because with the Chariot, somebody wants to be on the road, they want to go. Let's look at the Six of Swords. Why is that there for Capricorn? Six of Swords, why is it there for Capricorn? Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords, yeah. I think someone realizes that there's competition now, okay? This Queen of Swords energy sees that there's someone else. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, and one more, the Magician. When it comes to what they want to do, ending a situation, what they want to manifest, so they're seeing that situation differently. Let's look at that Ten of Swords, Death, and one more, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think they've recognized that somebody wants to end a situation, but I think this person wanted to end the situation also in the past, and now they are having a rethink because they see that the partner is moving on to someone else. Okay, like there's an opportunity with this astral for love, and that's making them rethink this whole situation. It's like they don't want their partner moving on. Okay, they want them to hang on. Let's look at that Queen of Swords. Yeah, Eight of Coins. This person wants their partner to hang around. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. King of Cups. See, times have changed. Now their partner's in love. And the partner wants to go on their way. They want to have a new chapter. And so now the other person doesn't want to end the relationship. Okay. Why is Death there? Yeah, King of Wands. See, when it comes to taking action to end it, they don't want that because they recognize that the other person has someone else and a new opportunity. And so it's about getting them to hang on. That's what I'm getting. It's about getting them to hang on. It's not about love, to be honest. It's just about stopping this person from moving on with the Chariot energy, It's like with time, with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanged Man, it's like they've had a fated timeout, and it's like in that time they've recognized that actually they don't want to get rid of this partner. They like that partner to hang on. Okay. Well, I don't know if that is going to be possible. And if you're the partner, Capricorn, that someone is trying to hold on to you, then you need to think about whether you want to do this, because it looks like there is another opportunity, and this person is, as I said, trying to hold on to you just to stop you from moving towards that other opportunity. Okay, let's look at the Coffin. Yeah, the Hermit. I think this person is focused on what it is they want, right? And so they don't mind now ending this, okay? And they want to go on their way, with the Chariot. They have something else. It's this Queen of Swords who's trying to get this person to hang on. That's what I've got, okay? And for those of you where that doesn't resonate, I do feel that if you go to an invitation, and for some of you it is a funeral, okay, like maybe you have to accompany someone to a funeral or whatever, oddly you might meet someone there, okay? So yeah, you may not want to go with that Nine of Wands. You might be like, that's, I don't want to go to this funeral, but you could actually wind up meeting someone. Okay, so that's Capricorn. Let's move on to Aquarius. Full moon in Libra. What's the message here for Aquarius? We've got the Hedge Witch and the Ancient. Okay. Let me do a card from here. Why is this Hedge Witch here for Aquarius? The Book. Yeah, it's all about secrecy and silence, Aquarius. Someone here is moving in silence. There's a lot of secrets. Okay, let's see what is going on here. Full moon in Libra. What's the message? What's the message for Aquarius? If this is you, and it also says hidden lore. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that you may not be aware of, or you're hiding it from other people. Let's look. What's the message for Aquarius? Queen of Cups, Lovers, and Temperance. Whoa, with the Knight of Wands. Okay, so someone's keeping it a secret. Okay, that this Queen of Cups, they want to get together with this person, with the Lovers. It's a soulmate. They really want to move quite quickly towards that person with the Knight of Spears. And we've got the star beneath it. So it could be your energy, Aquarius, definitely. Okay. And if so, you are keeping it secret. And I do think you're meant to do that, to be honest. Let's look at the Book. Why is that there? Five of Pentacles. For some of you, I mean, with the Lovers, there is a choice, and somebody else could be getting left out. Okay, and so you're keeping it a secret, like you. It's almost like getting all your ducks in a row, right? Sorting out things before you make this choice. Okay, let's look at the Queen of Cups. Ten of Pentacles, yeah, and one more. There's a Queen of Cups there for Aquarius. What is this? Eight of Coins. Yeah, I think you think that you can do something with this person, okay? You can, they'd be a long-term partner. Let's look at the Lovers. And I'm also getting for some of you where you're not ending another situation. It could be just your insecurities making you feel, you know, because with this book, some of you could be feeling that you don't have financial security and you can't match up to this person who seems to be coming with a Ten of Pentacles, okay? Like, you don't have enough to contribute to this, okay? This person is very independent. They're financially very successful, and I think they don't need you financially, Aquarius. And for some of you, that could be, you know, that could be something that is giving you pause. Okay, let's look at the Lovers. Yeah, and with this Nine of Swords, it's about conquering your fears, about going towards this person. With the Three of Pentacles, I think you know them. Some of you, you've met them at work, okay? You've met them at work, or you've crossed paths with them somewhere. Something could even have started like a little bit, like, you know, a little bit flirty, something, and maybe didn't go anywhere. And it could have been because of your insecurities, you know, that you kept everything hidden feelings. Let's look at Temperance. The Fool, and one more. Six of Cups. Yeah, I think if you some of you feel if you could do it all over again, you'd go back and you'd be braver. Okay, you'd take the chance to connect with this person, because I don't think you did. Okay, I think you kept all your feelings to yourself, and with this ancient elder experience lessons, I think you've learned the lesson, and that's that your insecurities could have stopped you from going towards this person, you know. And now you wish you could go back in time and do things differently with the Fool and the Six of Cups. You know, you wish you'd been bolder. Well, you know what? If it's coming up now, maybe it's not too late. Let's look at this Nine of Swords. Yeah, Ten of Wands. I think you found it too burdensome. Okay, your fears. And with this King of Pentacles, you know, it is in the financial realm that I feel you felt you didn't measure up to this person. There's something financially that you felt burdened by, and it had to do with stability. You feel that you can't match up to them with that Five of Pentacles. You don't have enough. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting. I don't think this Queen of Cups cares, to be honest, because they're already financially stable. I don't think they're looking for someone to provide that. Let's look at the Fool. Page of Cups. Yeah, you want to go back to the past and let this person know, you know. Maybe your feelings. Let's look at that Six of Cups. Two of Cups. Gosh, I think this person had feelings for you, Aquarius. And with the Wheel of Fortune, time has passed. Could be a Sag. We have double Sag energy. But yeah, this person has, you know, was in your path. It was a good move for you with the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Hierophant beneath that. Yeah. But I think for a lot of you, your insecurities about your financial status or this person's insecurities got in the way of this connection, okay? And it's something that they wish they could undo, and that they wish that they could go back and change. Will they do that this month? I don't know. It's different for all of you, but they would like to, the Knight of Spears, okay? Okay, so that's you, Aquarius, and let's move on to Pisces. Full Moon in Libra. What is the message here for Pisces? Full Moon in Libra. What's the message for Pisces? We've got the Wild Hunt, and we've got Ragnarok, which is all about endings. Okay. So with the Wild Hunt, there's something exciting here, like a journey that's been frenzied and very exciting. Okay. Very passionate. And with Ragnarok, it's over. It's over, okay? It's over, and it's about accepting that it's over. Okay, let's see. Why is the Wild Hunt there for Pisces? Skeleton Key. Yeah, there's a recognition that this is over, okay? Something, it could be a fling, right? That was super exciting and passionate, and like now there's a recognition that it's over. Let's see, Pisces. What's the message here for Pisces? Full moon in Libra, 5 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Lovers. Yeah. Things are changing, okay? Time's passed. Pisces, for many of you, this was a love connection, like a lover, okay? It was an exciting sort of fling. With the 5 of Wands, I think it's been very passionate, you know, with this person. You've had, this is the kind of relationship where you have like a lot of fights and then a lot of makeup sex, you know, like that kind of energy. But one person is now calling it quits. That's what I'm getting with that Ragnarok here. With the Knight of Swords, this person is coming to tell you that it's, or you're telling someone else, okay, whichever way this goes. But one person is informing the other that this is over, you know, and maybe the other person is not accepting it. That's what I'm getting. Someone here is not accepting it, because Ragnarok is about accepting an ending, okay? And with that 5 of Wands, it feels like maybe someone doesn't want to accept this. Let's look at Skeleton Key. Where is it there? For Pisces, 9 of Cups. Yeah, it's like a very indulgent energy, very passionate. But I think it's run its course. Let's look at Ragnarok. Where is that there? Strength. Yeah, somebody is holding back from this, okay? This person with this Knight of Swords energy is putting an end to this. So it's like a crazy indulgence, something that was so passionate for 2 people, and then one person has decided, okay, that's it. I'm refraining from this. And the other person can't seem to accept that it's over. Let's look at the 5 of Spears. 10 of Swords. Yeah, I think one person sees it. Whoever's being left, or whoever doesn't want it to end, is seeing this as a big betrayal. Yeah. And Pisces, that could be you with the Queen of Cups here. Okay, you could be seeing this as a big betrayal. With the Page of Swords, yeah, I think this person's coming to tell you, okay, that this is over, and it's like, you know, you're fighting over it. Okay, let's look at Wheel of Fortune, the Fool, and one more. 8 of Pentacles. Some of you, I mean, you could have thought that this was just an amazing thing, like with this Wheel of Fortune, you know, and some of you just dived into something, or this person dived into something. It could have been a bit risky. And some of you thought that this would just last, but it's very passionate, but I feel it's run its course here. Let's look at the Lovers. Why the Lovers there? The Tower, yeah, and one more. The Hierophant, yeah. Ooh, the King of Swords. So I think for some of you, I mean, that's the thing, it's run its course. Some of you could have thought that this was going to lead to a commitment, okay, and that's blown up. Like this person with this King of Swords, I think that's the person who's ending it. Could be an Aquarius, okay, or just someone a bit detached. This person has detached from this connection, which was very passionate. And Pisces, I feel you haven't detached, and you see this as a huge betrayal, okay? But Ragnarok is all about accepting the ending. So I think maybe this full moon, you're going to be aware that this is over, and you know, with this 9 of Cups, it was like great while it lasted, but it's not meant to go the distance, okay? Something like that. Let's look at that Fool. Yeah, 7 of Swords. Some of you could have been deluding yourself, okay? Like imagining that this person would commit when maybe, you know, for them it was always a fling, okay? Something like this. There's some level of self-deception there. Let's look at the Tower. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. You know, it's fated, okay? It was fated. It was put in your way for you to have this experience. It was great while it lasted, and now it's over. That's what I'm getting, okay? It's over. Yeah. Let's look at that 7 of Swords. Yeah, the Sun. I think, you know, you thought maybe for some of you that this would be a chance for happiness, okay? That this person, you know, you thought you found everything, like, you know, your perfect person, Mr. Right, who's also very passionate, but come to find out that no, for this person it's just the passion. They don't really want to commit. Okay. They're just happy being lovers. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting there. And I think that completes everybody now with Pisces, because we started with Aries. Yeah. So I will timestamp it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Do tell me in the comments, as always. I do want to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you. Okay. Because sometimes we just do these readings and it's like it goes into a void and you have no idea if it resonates. And yeah, so I'll see you next time. Take care. Okay.